This is from Greg Price. You surrounded and physically blocked a federal agent's car because illegal aliens are being deported. So this lady, she is running for Congress. And let me double check. She's running for Illinois, U.S. Congress in the 9th District of Illinois. So first, let me think. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to play this clip first. So she's blocking a federal agent's vehicle. Every single one of these people should be arrested because they're obstructing the normal duties of federal agents, which can come with an 8-year prison sentence maximum. And for some reason, everybody keeps insisting, or not insisting, fucking demanding that federal agents start arresting these people, and they're not doing it. They're still not arresting them, even though even President Trump himself said that we're going to crack down on all these people who are obstructing their daily operations, and they're not. So anyway, she ended up getting indicted. So let's see what she did. Oh, come on, dude. God damn it. Hang on. All right, there we go. So yeah, again, this individual here. Look at this bullshit, dude. They're throwing fucking stuffed animals. They're children. Look at this. They're throwing fucking plushies at the car. Did I mention the clown world? So, all right. So I've got this from Kat Abughazaleh. I can't remember how to pronounce her name. I had it phonetically spelled out. I think it's Abughazaleh. Abughazaleh. And she says, I've been charged in a federal indictment sought by the Department of Justice. This political prosecution is an attack on all of our First Amendment rights. I'm not backing down and we're going to win. No, dude, if you're standing in front of a vehicle while they're trying to conduct their normal operations, that is obstruction. That's not First Amendment. No, a First Amendment right would be you standing on the sidewalk holding up a sign and shouting at them from a distance. So anyway, let's hear what she has to say.
I'm running for Congress in the 9th District of Illinois, and the Department of
Hilariously.
Justice is charging 6 people, including myself, with federal crimes for exercising our First Amendment rights near ICE's Broadview processing.
And you were on
center.
camera.
This is a political
so you will be found guilty.
And a
That's going to happen.
To silence dissent, a right protected.
But she'll probably, actually, you know what? I don't think she will plead guilty. That'd be in her best interest to plead guilty because they'll give her the most gentle slap on the wrist ever because she's running for Congress. So, you know, rules for thee, not for me, 2-tier justice system. So she might have to do like a half an hour of community service at Goodwill and maybe not serve a minute in jail. If they end up handcuffing her at any point, it'll be in the front, of course. They're going to treat her like some little pampered princess.
Under the First Amendment.
Because it's Illinois.
This case is a major push by the Trump administration to criminalize protest and punish anyone who speaks out against them. That's why I'm going to fight these unjust charges, but I need your help to do it. As I and others have exercised our First Amendment rights, ICE has hit,
obstruction's not First Amendment, lady.
Shot with pepper balls and tear gassed hundreds of protesters.
For obstruction,
because
of
we
course.
had the gall to say that masked men coming into our communities, abducting our neighbors, and terrorizing us cannot be our new normal. And because Chicago doesn't back down from bullies in masks who tear gas our neighborhoods, this administration has resorted to weaponizing the federal justice system to scare us into silence. But we're not going to be silent. The Trump administration wants you to be afraid of—
Oh my God, this has a whole nother minute.
Anti-democratic power grabs. And there are plenty of reasons to be afraid right now, but we have to overcome that fear. This case targets our rights to protest, speak freely, and associate with anyone who disagrees with the government. And while we have seen the unhinged and unlawful tactics this administration has used against the American public, it's important to remember they're doing this because they are scared. They are wrong. And they know they are on the wrong side of history. We cannot diminish ourselves in the face of these attacks. That's why we have to unite and stand up for humanity, our rights, and everyone terrorized by Trump's lawless secret police. You'll be hearing regular updates.
His lawless secret police, that's a riot.
And how we can use
Get
our
it, right?
constitutional rights to resist authoritarianism. And as scary as all of this is, I have spent my career fighting America's backslide into fascism. I'm not going to stop now.
Oh, so you're an activist.
And I hope you won't either.
Of course she's an activist. So let me remind you, she's running for Congress. These are people who are trying to run for House seats. And will she win? I don't know, man. AOC won. And she's probably just as brain dead as her. And yeah, they're running for seats in Congress. And look, I don't know. Not sure. Don't know anything about the polling or anything like that. It wouldn't surprise me for a second if she actually won. But yeah, these are the people that are attempting to run our country, which is absolutely brutally insane. So I'm gonna take a quick look. I'm just curious to see, like, what does she currently do for a living, if anything? Maybe not. Maybe if I were to put my money on it, she probably works for either an NGO or maybe some like nonprofit or something. Actually, here, let me do this. What does do for a living? Give me the short. Give me the short. And we'll check on that. So yeah, indicted on charges of obstruction. She, I'm assuming, faces 8 years in prison because that's the status quo when it comes to obstructing federal agents. Clearly, definitely not an exercise of your First Amendment when you're putting your hands on a federal vehicle that's trying to move through a public roadway, trying to conduct lawful operations, federally lawful. Which, by the way, immigration and customs enforcement, the majority of Democrats didn't vote to pass the creation of immigration and customs enforcement, which I believe was in 2003. Maybe it was in 2002, but it was right after 9/11. But there were a sizable portion of Democrats. It was like 30-40% of Democrats actually voted in favor for creating ICE, which is quite interesting. So Kat Abughazaleh is a journalist. Oh, of course she's a journalist because, you know, almost all journalists today are just brain dead activists. Also a researcher, hilarious, and social media influencer. Oh, of course she is. Best known for her work at Media Matters for America. Oh man, this is making so much sense. Where she critiques far-right media like Fox News. She's also a political commentator whose writing has appeared in Mother Jones, never heard of it, The New Republic, never heard of it, and she's currently running for Congress in Illinois' 9th District. So if I had time, I'd look into that further to see, like, is she actually slated to win or expected to win, or, like, you know, how's that looking? Of course, the election's going to be happening in, oh crap, I lost my place. It's going to be happening next November in 2026. That's when Congress is up for re-election. So got some time left before we start really seeing what's going to come of that. But I'm just glad I don't live in Chicago. Thank God, man. Thank God I don't live in Chicago. Do you want somebody like that representing you? I wouldn't. All right, so if you enjoyed the video, I hope you take a quick second to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And check out The Swamp, which drops Monday through Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern, covering the daily happenings inside the federal machine. Thank you very much for watching.